So what do you give a junkie after they had their first hit after relapsing? You give them more drugs. And that's exactly what Disney's doing with Star Wars now, this week. We just had the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens on DVD and Blu-ray, and just days later, now, we have the trailer for Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, which is supposed to be the standalone Star Wars film that's not supposed to be part of this trilogy. It's supposed to be like its one-off thing that's being directed by Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla, and I'm incredibly looking forward to it because for the longest time I was baffled by why nobody has made a Star Wars movie that is not part of the story of Luke Skywalker or Han Solo or anything like that. It just takes place in the universe. It's like its own little self-contained thing, and I feel like we'll finally get that with Rogue One. And I was about to watch this trailer just immediately because I just could not wait, but I happened to have just a little bit of time before I head off to school in at 12 o'clock in the afternoon because there was no goddamn way I was gonna wake up at 6 in the morning and watch this. I'm sorry. I love Star Wars, but I wasn't gonna do it. So let's go ahead and watch my reaction to the Rogue One teaser trailer. It's only like a minute 40, so it's a legitimate teaser. It's just very, very short. So here we go. Excuse me. All right.
State your name for the record.
Jen Asa.
Forgery of imperial documents, possession of stolen property, aggravated assault, resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 15. Reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined. This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
Some Return of the Jedi tie-ins. I can't remember her name, but she was in Return of the Jedi.
A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight,
Whoa, they're bringing back the AT-ATs.
what will you become?
I'm pretty sure she's in disguise.
So, Mark, this past year has been an amazing one for Star
Wow,
Wars.
look at the look on.
Not only did the fans help to make The Force Awakens a global success, they've also helped to raise over $10 million
Is he doing it on purpose?
on behalf of Star Wars Force for Change today. Mark's here to tell us what's happening.
Oh wow, I was expecting that to be a joke. At the end there, they have this little like thing of Mark Hamill with I think Kathleen Kennedy talking about the charity or whatever, and Mark Hamill just looks pissed off, but they focus the camera too much on him that I'm like, I think that's a joke. Mark Hamill's known to be a jokester, so in more ways than one. Anyways, that was the Force Awakens teaser trailer. Really dug it. It was nevertheless a teaser. You just get glimpses of things, but you don't get a firm idea of what's going on. But I love that. I'm not complaining whatsoever. I am not. I love the nostalgic look. Like, this has more nostalgic throwbacks to Return of the Jedi than anything else because from the get-go you can tell that this takes place sometime in the original trilogy. You got the original Death Star. You got stormtroopers looking the exact same way that they did when the original trilogy was taking place. They don't have the smiley look. They look like the original stormtroopers, and I love that there is a little bit of a transition going on. Like I say, you see a younger version of that character from Return of the Jedi, the girl with the red short hair. Can't remember her name. But she was older in Return of the Jedi, so this takes place. I believe I remember them saying that it's between the prequels and the original trilogy. They're developing the Death Star. All this stuff is happening. The rebellion is actually kicking up. So, like I said, it takes place during this impending war. But it's not. I'm really hoping, at least, that it's not going to be directly connected to the stuff that's going on with Luke Skywalker and with Han Solo and all that stuff. All the actual Force-related material. I'm actually hoping that they detract from that and they center around these ragtag group of rebels that not only are rebels to the Empire, but also kind of rebels within the rebellion, where they're not gonna follow orders or whatever. And you can tell that this main character, played by Felicity Jones, who I think is a great actress, and I really loved her in theater, everything, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she plays out in this film. You can tell it just does not abide by the rules necessarily, and it looks like the people that she's going to be teaming up with, Forrest Whitaker, I think Donnie Yen was in there, and I love the grittier look of this film as opposed to J.J. Abrams' flashy, glossy look that he had, and that's a director's style, but I love that Gareth Edwards' style is going to apply very well to Rogue One, and I'm definitely excited. It's definitely going to have a darker tone, but I think the darker tone fits because this is not going to connect to the trilogy that's going on right now with The Force Awakens, Rey, Finn, Poe, all that stuff. It's its own thing, and because it's its own thing, it can be dark. It doesn't have to abide by any kind of rules. They can get dark and gritty with this thing, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. So let me know what you guys thought of the Rogue One, a Star Wars story teaser trailer. I enjoyed it. I wish I could break it down, but I don't want to make this video too long. And again, it is just a teaser. I do feel like at the end, they are going to play that fake out that, oh, it looks like she might become an Imperial, but I really think it's just a disguise for her to sneak in or something like that. It's similar to what they were doing with Finn in the Force Awakens trailers, where you're like, oh, is he a stormtrooper or whatever? And he kind of was, but he would end up defecting. And I feel like here she's simply just in disguise, trying to sneak on board the base so that they can get their mission going. Now, the only thing that I'm a little worried is that because this takes place before the original trilogy, because they're building the Death Star and they're coming up with all these things, it could be an interesting story, and since I've never seen these characters, and I don't see the older versions of these characters, except for the woman that you see in Return of the Jedi, they're all for grabs. Any one of them could die, and if I get invested to where I can care about them, then okay, cool, the stakes are high. It's just that there's certain things about this that I feel like are going to be kind of telegraphed. For example, the Death Star. Yeah, I know that thing's gonna blow up in a few years, but I'm interested to see how many other things factor in, especially those AT-ATs. I love that they're bringing those back, and I've always wished for them to be incorporated into a modern day movie. And I love the shot of that Star Destroyer. That looked like a model. That didn't look like a visual effect. That looked like an actual model, just like they did in the original. And if they did, that pumps me up for this movie even more. So that's all I have to say on the teaser trailer. It was great. I have to get to school, otherwise I'm going to be late. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this teaser trailer. Will you be seeing Rogue One when it comes out in, I believe, December of this year? And I just cannot wait for it. Again, Star Wars is becoming an annual thing, and if they keep making great movies, I can't complain. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys